And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You'll see the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Malone. And there's Bryant. Then it's Mullen. And it's West in at the 1 spot. Hardaway kicks to O'Neal. Back to Hardaway. Puts one up from 19. That's good.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Bryant dishes to O'Neal. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. O'Neal's got his second basket.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Now here's Hardaway. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Bryant's shot is good.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Jordan, he's open. West with the steal. It's deflected. Mullen with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. They double him with Jordan. Malone. No good on his first attempt of the game. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's not supposed to happen. Come on now. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance. Come on.
And then Clark to dunk it with authority.
Man.
Wow.
How about the communication between the teammates? That was an impressive display.
Here's Hardaway. Following the basket by Kobe Bryant. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Bryant's checked in.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
O'Neal kicks to Jordan. Releases from the wing and drills it.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
It's West with the drive. And Shaq with the slam. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the West All-Stars.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
The East making a switch. Johnson's checked in.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Hardaway passes to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Higgins, he's checked in for Karl Malone. Here comes Chris Mullen. The drive by Bryant. Here's O'Neal. Second shot opportunity. Can't capitalize inside. Here's Jordan. Right side, Irving. Tries yet again. And Shaq sends it back. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Carr comes in for Higgins. Davis is subbed in for West. And the West All-Stars with possession. It's a three-point game.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Now here's Jordan. Outside, Kobe. Inside to Shaq. Good D by Irving.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively. Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's where you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Uncovered. And he hits the jumper for two. Mullen's got his second bucket.
Boy, he's looked great so far. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
Irving dishes to Hardaway. And Dr. J slams it in.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Carr. And it's the East with the rebound. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Bryant is checked in for the East. Higgins is checked in for the West. Campbell comes in for Mullen. Here's Campbell. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim. I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Davis kicks to Kobe. And the rejection by O'Neal. The drive by Jordan. Hardaway with it. Picked up by Davis. And the dunk by O'Neal.
You see the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Some changes here for the East. Davis comes in for Shaq, and Bushler subbed in for Michael Jordan. Then for the West All-Stars, Malone comes in for Antoine Carr, and Barry subbed in for Kobe. Down low, and the ball goes out of bounds, turned over.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Davis, the pass to Higgins. Malone right side. And he bangs it home with one hand.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. Looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars. What do you think?
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Higgins. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Malone. Then there's West. And it's Barry in the shooting guard. Here's Malone. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
O'Neal's checked in for Davis. Poked away. Here's Bryant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
West again is Hardaway. The kick out to Bryant. Into Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The East All-Stars have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That's good from Johnson. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's the West with the ball. Inside. Here's Higgins. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. On the wing, Johnson. Bushler, the pass to Johnson. Kicks it to Hardaway. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Bryant can't get it to go. West with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Hardaway again. It's West. Here's Bryant. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Hardaway. Bryant got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars. West dishes to O'Neal. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Green, he's checked in for Johnson. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Malone. And Kobe is subbed in for Barry.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
To the wing right side. Kobe with the steal. And he dunks it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Bryant's gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. Here's West. Lays it up and banks it in. West has got his first points in this one.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Pass to Bushley. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Kobe. West setting the pick for Bryant. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. O'Neal's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Hardaway kicks to Bryant.
a real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Hardaway passes to Bushler. On the wing, Green. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusting.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force. Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Timeout called by the West All-Stars. And as with any timeout at this part of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out to the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
A big group substitution here for the East. Johnson, he's checked in for Green. Irving comes in for Bryant. Jordan, he's checked in for Bushler. Shaw subbed in for Hardaway. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for O'Neal. Malone comes in for Carr. Mullins checked in for Higgins. Davis is subbed in for West. A minute 50 left here in the second. He lobs it up. And it's Jordan with the jam. And the West All-Stars have possession. Trailing by 4.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Yeah, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Shaw passes to O'Neal. It's stolen by Mullen.
You know, it's quite surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
No question. There's been some good and some bad from them in the first half, but they need to tighten things up here.
Here is Shaw. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Johnson with the stuff.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Outside for Davis. Shoots a 3.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Malone can't hit.
The defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane. And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's trying to take the wind out of their sails here. I mean, they're on the wrong end of a bad run. They got to sort things out.
I think things were very close to spiraling out of control if he didn't burn one there.
Switch. Davis is checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Shaq is checked in for Campbell. Carr comes in for Malone. And West subs in for Davis. Outside, Mullen. East grabs the miss. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, big margin for them in the rebounding.
And so we conclude the first half. East All-Stars lead by 8. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And now the third quarter about to get going.
Really an extraordinary game for Bryant. 12 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Now, you're right, Clark. He's done some really nice work inside.
Here's Jordan. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Hardaway is out there with Jordan. And there's Davis. Then it's Johnson. And it's Irving at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
O'Neal comes with the double team. And the basket good. 14 points for Michael Jordan.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
East with the ball. Here's Johnson. It's stolen by West. Here's the break. Good D by Hardaway.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, that's his 4th turnover, and he's going to find himself on the bench if this keeps up.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Left side, Hardaway. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Tried to get a little too fancy with that one.
Unless the alley-oop is going to be uncontested on both ends of the play, you're better off avoiding it. Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
West again. Hardaway. Shoots the 3. Got a piece of it.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. He put it on an absolute platter for him.
The East All-Stars on offense. And Dr. J slams it in.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Oh,
And glide, and glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Here's Hardaway. Left side, Hardaway. He dishes it to Jordan. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. 18 points for Michael Jordan.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And some changes here for the East. O'Neal's checking for Davis. And it's Bryant in for Irving. And West also making a switch. Malone's checked in. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The East All-Stars shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on that one.
2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also.
Well, you know, as teams become more and more focused on getting good looks in close at the rim, the value of great defensive big men inside just continues to rise. I mean, it's tough to be a contender without a rim protector.
And they're moving it up. Hardaway with the steal. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Johnson with the jam.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
A nice hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Irving's checked in for the East. Hardaway kicks to Johnson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Johnson's got the lead up to 13 now for the East All-Stars. And here's West for three. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got 11 rebounds in the game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Campbell is checked in for the West. Here's West. 5 points in the game. The jump hook. Here's Malone. Banked in off the glass. Malone's got 8 points.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And Dr. J slams it in. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. West kicks to Mullen. Malone is screen on Irving. Mullen's shot is off.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Ryan is checked in for the East. Shaw comes in for Hardaway. The West All-Stars also with the subs. Davis is checked in for West.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
Out to the wing. Johnson goes in. Uses both ends to slam it down. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead as they get down now to just 12 on the basket from Bryant. The kick out to Bryant. Goes up on the wing.
Still Western All-Stars ball. 13 seconds.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. This is to Mullen. There's the three. The shot misses. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
That's his first personal foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, that was a max range alley-oop pass there, guys. It's got to be. I don't know if anybody's throwing one any longer.
That's just crazy.
Man, how high did he have to go to make that catch? What an unbelievable play. Wow.
Here is Shaw. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Davis. Malone is out there with Higgins. And there's Bryant. And it's O'Neal in at the 5 down low. Higgins, that's good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them. So he put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
Higgins has gone 2 of 3 from the field. Shaw passes to O'Neal. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
And the West All-Stars have possession. It's a 14-point game. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Jordan. Outside Bryant. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Johnson comes in for Green. And Irving subbed in for Bryant. West is checked in for the West. Johnson outside. 16 feet away. Buries the jump shot. Johnson's got 20 points.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
West outside. Nice shot from the wing. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They lead by 11. Here's Jordan. And the shot is long.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
From the wing. West outside. Outside Bryant. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Man, a real mental lapse there at a terrible time.
Well, Steve, it would have been a big gap anytime, but especially when you're behind.
Bushler's checked in for the East. Hardaway comes in for Shaw. Nice abs and determination that time, Clark, to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
So far in the game for Shaq, he's got 10 points and a block.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the East All-Stars?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Carr, he's checked in for Malone. And Berry subbed in for Bryant. Bryant is checked in for the East. Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for the West. Mullen comes in for Higgins. Carr sets a screen. West with a wide open look. Here's Campbell. Goes up again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Johnson attacking. Tries from 10. And it's good off the glass. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
From about 16. No good.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
The West All-Stars making the switch here. Davis is checked in. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Green is checked in for Bryant. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Bushler. Then for the West All-Stars, Malone comes in for Antoine Pong. And it's Higgins in for Mullen. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the West All-Stars coach was going over with his team. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Bushler's checked in. Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his size.
Good point.
Times have changed, though, guys. We got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
Johnson dishes to Hardaway. There's the lob to the hoop.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their league grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're behind by 17. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Irving's checked in for Bushler. The West All-Stars also changing it up. O'Neal's checked in for Campbell. Mullen comes in for Higgins. And West subs in for Davis.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
Oh, that's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboards. Well done.
It's West with the drive. Stolen by O'Neal. On up the court. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Mullen with the three. Good on the shot.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. I think it can be considered a statement win for the East All-Stars.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
The three.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jerry West.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Johnson. He's got 12 rebounds and some assists, too. How about 3 of them? He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
Yeah, he's doing all those little things that are so important.
West with the ball. .51 seconds left in the fourth. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're losing by 23. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's Malone. Mullen with the 3. The rebound by Larry Johnson. Mullen's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from long range to fall for him here. Johnson kicks to Jordan. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. And there's the 3-second violation. And the West All-Stars have possession. Mullen for 3. And he gets it to go.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
9 seconds left in the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Larry Johnson.